is of the 2010 Dodge Challenger, and this is a 1/25th scale model by AMT, now reprocessed by round 2 models, and we have some options there. And let's have a look over here. There's some pictures of the actual model. Let's have a look inside. So a lot of these older molds aren't very crisp or clean, but this is a 2010 car, so it shouldn't be that old. So over here we have looks like 2 axles. We have some screws. We have our our tires here, and they have some nice tread. Also in this area here we have some black, and this is made out of vinyl. Very strange for the seats. I don't really like that. I don't like them being flexible. And our front seats as well. Here we have our wheels painted with chrome. That chrome is actually okay. So here's our cockpits. This is the old school style of making sprues. We didn't have the protective sprue around it. This is actually reasonably well molded. You've got the center console details there. Do have some flashing. And then we have our insides of our doors. Here we have our dashboard. We have our steering wheel, our pedal box. So we have this is our spoiler at the back. We have our side mirrors with some mold lines. It's probably our air intake. Steering column looks like it's partially broken there. And then pretty part of our bumpers. Here's the other bumper, and it's reasonably well molded. Here's the rear. No, this is the front. Sorry, front bumper with headlights there. We have some flashing, and then our hood. Here's our glass with the windshield and rear window. Let's have a look at our body and chassis. So here's the body, and this molding is okay. Still rough around the edges. It's going to need a sanding, and these mold lines too. The windshield wipers are molded in. I don't like that. I prefer them to be sticking out a little bit more defined. And here's our chassis with some reasonable detail there, actually. And unfortunately, it looks like suspension parts molded in, as well as the engine parts. So let's have a look over here at instructions and decals. Here are our decals, and nicely printed, good level of detail. So here we have our wheels, and mounting the tires and mounting that on the chassis. Got our exhaust parts there. Building the cockpit with decals That's where they go. And then building the cockpit with the dashboard, seats, and doors. Then we put in the bumpers and hood together. And next we put all that onto the body. Windshields are mounted, cockpit and body is then mounted onto the chassis. And we're done. So not a very complex model, probably mid-level, and molding level is okay. Decals are good.